Okay, I'm doing an update on my Lexapro tapering and withdrawal. So I posted that video on the 26th of October, and on Halloween I got a phone call from my family in North Carolina that they needed me to basically pack up my whole life in Florida and drive up there and help them out. My mom struggles with mental illness and addiction, and she needed to go away, and that would be the third time this year. So basically I had to come up here and help take care of my half siblings who are 14 and 12. So on Halloween night, I got the call, and the next day I had everything that I owned packed up in a rental and drove to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. So there was quite a change in my life just a couple days after I made that video, which was extremely intense for me considering the circumstances of tapering off of Lexapro at that time. So Tampa to North Carolina, and suddenly having to fill a mom role with teenagers has been an experience. So I had gotten some feedback about the way that I was tapering, because I was on 20 milligrams, and when I tapered to 10, instead of taking 10 every day, I was taking 20 every other day. And it was brought to my attention that I was not really even tapering. I was just causing myself to go through withdrawals every other day. And then so I stopped doing that, and I started taking 10 milligrams a day. And then probably about a week after I got here to the Outer Banks, I decided to make a jump down to 5 milligrams every day. And I did not do well. I think everything that had happened in a short period of time was really overwhelming, and I needed to be present, and I needed to have sufficient energy, get them to school, make dinner, do all the mom things that I've never had to do before. And so I tapered down again and was trying to fill that role. And I just was not capable. I couldn't show up for them, for the kids, like I needed to. Really low energy. I could just very depressed vibes, and I could feel that I was like giving those off to my brother and sister, who were already going through a lot with their mom being gone. So anyways, long story short, I initially took that jump again and was like, okay, no, the timing is wrong. I need to go back to 10 milligrams a day. I really didn't want to. I felt kind of like I was failing myself, but it was what it was. So I went back on to 10 every day for about a month and a half, and waited until I really felt like the timing was better, that I would be able to deal with going through withdrawals again, and the in and out depression and crazy thoughts and whatnot. So I've now started again, and I'm on 5 milligrams a day. It's easier than the first initial jump from 20 to 10, I can say that. I think I've gotten a pretty good handle on understanding. Like it's not so like, oh my God, I feel this depression, I'm never going to feel any better, like it was like I was going through when I first took the jump. I have a better understanding now, and I can really, like, when I start to feel that way, I can really understand that it's the medication and it's going to pass, and so I don't get too stuck for too long in the kind of negative feelings that crop up. And so Yeah, I'm on 5 right now, and I'm gonna stay here for probably another month and a half, maybe less, and then try just. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna if it would be better to go to 5 every other day at that point, or just to stop then, go from 5 to nothing and just see how that works. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm pleasantly surprised at how well I'm doing through all this chaos and life change, while still being able to stick with tapering off my medications. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. I just didn't even think I was going to be able to function as a human being without these medications for the longest time. And it's been okay. It hasn't been awesome. Like, I don't feel like the best ever, but I know that I'm going to be okay. And I'm really able to understand, like I said, those sort of dips when I start to really feel helpless and I start to get this like crushing lonely, or, I'm just crazy, I'll never be, all those sort of like self-defeating thoughts, they crop up. But like I said, I really feel like I've gotten better at like noticing them right away and like being able to kind of not shut them down, but understand that they're not real. It's just, it's just the side effects of coming off the medication, basically. And yeah. So I know I didn't mention this in the other video. I wasn't even really expecting to make another one, but I was really happy to see that helped some people. So I'm going to continue to share a little bit more. I'm going to make another video because I was on 3 medications, not just Lexapro. I was on a medication for sleep and also a medication for ADD. And I have completely removed the other 2 in this short period of time, which is just crazy and incredible. So I'm going to make another video to share my experience with that. And hopefully everybody out there that's, considering getting off of their medication or going through it and really struggling right now, stay calm, reach out to people, and just try to remember that it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. I promise you it's going to be okay. And just try your best to stay positive and just allow yourself to go through what you're feeling, because it's temporary. It really is. It's temporary. Who knew? This is fucking crazy. Yeah, so that's my update. Thanks.